Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Kpop Demon Hunters again because there's all kinds of toys, dolls, games, and more coming from Hasbro and Mattel. Both of them.
Yes, this is unheard of. Apparently, Hasbro and Mattel have made a co-licensing agreement, and each of them will cover different aspects, but they're working together globally to do the licensing for the Kpop Demon Hunters toys that will come out next year.
Yeah, so this has not happened before at these two companies, has it?
I don't know if it's happened before. They said it's unprecedented, so I'm assuming no then, according to Variety. But yeah, they're both working together to make they got a co-licensing deal.
So we're gonna talk about this because it's very interesting. We're seeing Hasbro and Mattel working together a lot more. In fact, they just had the Transformers Masters of the Universe. They have Transformers Hot Wheels coming out. They've done other crossovers, and they're having rumors for years that they might merge. But like you were saying, that there might be some kind of
that's a monopoly.
Yeah,
I would say they're going to argue monopoly on that because they're the two biggest toy companies, and you put them together. And there were other toy companies. There's a couple, but no one near as big as them. I don't think they'd let them merge officially, but they're working together.
Yeah, they are. And this kind of happened with The Mandalorian, too. We had Hasbro and Mattel making Grogu toys. It just depended on what it was.
Yeah, they were. But they were like competing, and I think they went with Hasbro in the end. And Mattel did a couple, but they said this is a big deal that somehow it's different than what they've had with other deals. But it's interesting. We're going to talk about this, but they're going to do dolls, of course, with Mattel. But Hasbro is going to be doing gaming, including, like, Wizards of the Coast, which is funny because we joked about this just not that long ago.
Hashtag Clownfish was right. Yeah, we joked that because they were talking about expanding Magic out into like K-drama, K-pop, and stuff like that. And we're like, what are they going to do? K-pop Demon Hunters Magic cards? Ha, ha, ha. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
that's totally what they're going to do.
You heard it here first again. You should come here first, guys, because we're usually right.
Right.
So anyway, before we get into it any further,
please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You'll get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo.
All right, so this is coming from you on Pirates and Princesses.
So Variety was reporting on it. They have this new deal where they're both working together as co-master license. So not just the co-master, meaning they have the main license, which I guess is not something that this usually happens. Usually one has the main license. One might get to a couple little things like we saw with Mandalorian, but they're co-master licensed on this one.
Yeah, it might be that. Yeah, they're kind of looking at like, wherever it makes sense, because Hasbro themselves. I mean, remember they're offloading a bunch of their toy production to companies like Basic Fun now. Mm-hmm. They're not even making a lot of stuff themselves. They're just like, if somebody wants to make Lincoln Logs or Power Rangers or something, we'll let them make it.
Well, it's interesting how they have this broken up. Mattel seems to have a lot of the tangible stuff. Like, I mean, as far as like dolls and stuff like that, where Hasbro's going to do some other things. So Mattel is going to do dolls, play sets, accessories, collectibles, collaborations, I'm not surprised by this. And let me tell you why. A little backstory. So they already announced they're going to be doing a 3-pack of these dolls on pre-order on Mattel Creations. You've linked to that. I think it's in the article.
Yeah.
They don't have a picture yet, but you can sign up. These are going to be November, I think, 12th. Is that what it said? I think 12th.
Yeah.
And then they're not going to come out until spring. So, I mean, I will be, of course, buying a set of these for myself, by the way. But I am actually,
I was going to say they should do the early bird coupon.
I will be doing this because, like, Mattel Creations, I actually have a membership on the He-Man, on the Barbie, and on the Monster High. So I already have memberships on there. And so what was happening was, on the Barbie forum that members only can access, they were asking people, what collaborations would you like to see for dolls? Because a lot of times they do, like with Monster High, they just did an Alien Queen doll. They do a lot of crossovers. So they asked what collaborations. And the number one most requested thing I saw was Kpop Demon Hunters, including my response. My response was also Kpop Demon Hunters. That's what I voted for. So people were pushing for it. So this does not surprise me at all that Mattel was getting a deal with them for dolls, and then it was going to be on Mattel Creations because it was really, really requested, by a landslide, more than other things requested on there. So I'm very excited because I was part of that. But yes, it was one of the things they're asking. So Mattel is going to be doing that, and they're doing more like the play sets, the dolls, action figures, that kind of stuff. The Hasbro is going to be doing gaming. They're doing youth electronics plushies. They're doing role-playing games for Hasbro Games and Wizards of the Coast. So you know what that's going to do. They're doing Nerf. They're going to do Nerf, like Nerf guns and Nerf things that are like probably their weapons. And they're going to do Furby. So I'm thinking a Derpy Furby, which if they do a Derpy Furby, I will be buying that damn Derpy Furby. But right now they have a Monopoly deal card game coming out. You can pre-order it right now. Currently, I have a link in the article to Amazon. I think Target and Walmart are going to have it too, but it's going to release on January 1st. But what's interesting to me was Hasbro's doing things other than plushies and stuff. They were doing more things that are like easy, quickly to print, like the card games and things like that aren't as expensive. But they're specifically listing role-playing stuff for Magic the Gathering.
Yes. So that means
of the Coast, which means Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, and that's what they're going to do. Oh my God, they're going to do Kpop Demon Hunters, D&D.
We told you that we were well, actually we were joking. We were literally effing joking, and that's what happened. We were kidding. We cannot kid anymore.
Stop joking.
You know what would be really funny? If I got $10 million, that would be flipping hilarious.
Yeah, I know, right?
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. So,
or I give a pack of dolls to review.
Oh my God. Yeah, this is pretty wild. So, I mean, it just shows like how big this thing is. And
I love it. I was singing the songs yesterday on the way to pick up my daughter at top of my lungs in the car by myself.
I think what they're doing anymore with the toys is, and that's kind of why they're caught off guard with Mandalorian and Grogu, is they're waiting rather than take the chance on having a bunch of toys out at release of some new property. They're waiting to see if it's popular first, which I think is smart, but also, sometimes you miss your window of opportunity, right?
Well, they waited longer on this one, probably because they're both fighting for who got the license, so they just decided to share it. But with The Mandalorian, that was kind of dumb to me because, obviously it's Star Wars. You'd think they'd have toys ready. But because they kept losing money on the Star Wars sequel toys,
yes,
they didn't. And with this one, Netflix had no idea this thing was going to blow up as big as it did. Sony kind of sold it off to Netflix because they didn't think it was going to blow up as big as it did. We already know they had their sing-along back in August. There's another one, guys. They're doing a sing-along again in theaters, and this time AMC is joining in. AMC, remember, doesn't like Netflix. Well, AMC and Netflix joined forces because they missed out last time on all that sweet, sweet Kpop Demon Hunters money, and other theaters were adding showing on top of showing on top of showing to cash in. Netflix is going to be, or Netflix and AMC is going to be involved. All the different movie theaters are going to be involved in this. Cinemark, Regal, the ones you usually think of. And that's going to be October 31st and then November 1st and 2nd. So they're redoing it again because it made so much money last time for just a couple days. They're doing it again because theaters need money and Netflix likes money and Sony likes money.
It is weird, though, because it's almost like they're waiting for internet trends to figure out what to do with traditional stuff for kids, right? So movie theaters, where are they going to show? Well, let's wait until it's big on Netflix and then we'll drop it in the theater. You're talking, Stranger Things maybe might come to the theater. Yeah,
that's what they're saying. But it's like, because now, Netflix wants to play ball with AMC, or AMC wants to play ball with Netflix is the way I guess I should say it. But, they didn't probably take a chance on it because they've taken chances on other shows in the past, Netflix in different places, for kids shows, and they made toys and they didn't sell. So I can see why they totally didn't. But now we're like, yeah, well, I'm just saying there was ones that, I'm thinking of other little kids cartoons and stuff. They made a lot of toys, you saw them, but they didn't sell very much, whether it be Netflix or other places, but I think it was a lot of times Netflix. So I can see why they wanted to wait. But I think they're coming into it a little later than they should. But who knows? I think they're also going to do some. They're going to do some filler stuff in between them to keep Kpop Demon Hunters popular. It's the number one. 6 of the top 15 costumes in trending, which we talked about the other day, were Kpop Demon Hunters related. Yeah, they do a derpy Furby. I hate Furbies, but I will buy that damn derpy Furby.
There you go. So
I'm very excited. In case you can't tell, I love K-drama, and I like this Kpop. I like Kpop Demon Hunters, so I'm very excited.
I think they're gonna. Well, I think what's going to happen, though, unfortunately, is this was something that was very unique, but I think we're going to get a lot of knockoffs.
Well, I think they're going to kill it. They'll squeeze it.
And they're going to kill it with sequels and spin-offs and re-releases. And I'm waiting for the live-action version. They'll do a live-action version.
Right? No, they said they were going to do that, but the creator isn't into it. She doesn't think she is not really into that whole idea of the live action version. But it is cool that you don't actually really see the voice actors of the characters too much, but the singers, the voices of the Huntrix singers you've been seeing on different places, going around singing on shows and stuff and doing interviews. And I got to tell you, I just love them They are just so sweet in real life. They're just I just love them to pieces because their comments are always, they're all excited. They're genuinely thrilled to death. They're telling these little stories about how it's impacting their lives. And the one girl, Audrey Nuna, I thought was sweet. She said she used to get kind of made fun of back in school because her smelly lunchboxes, because she was part Korean and stuff.
Her smelly lunchbox.
Yeah, the kids were mean to her, which, gosh, I would have been your friend. I would have been your friend. But they just, and now they're doing all this stuff, and I'm just like, you go, girls. I love you. You're so cute. I just want to give you hugs.
Was it like?
Sorry, I just really like them.
Was it just like kimchi? Was that what they're putting in?
Probably. I mean, our daughter loves
rotten milk,
Korean food, and kimchi, and she even has her own little kimchi container in the fridge because it'll stink the fridge up otherwise.
Yes, that is actually a thing.
She's always making kimchi ramen or ramen.
I love kimchi ramen. You won't let me eat it though because you're really smelly after.
No, not with that. It was Zatarain's jambalaya, and you smelled like garlic for days. I have a really sensitive nose.
Anytime I eat garlic, she's like, it's not my breath, but you say I like sweat garlic or something.
You smell like it for like 2 days later.
I don't smell it.
It's the way you process. But you know what? Probably no one else does either. It's just me who smells it. Because I have this like ridiculously sensitive noses. Like it's ridiculous. Like I'll smell stuff. Like I'll smell smoke or something and no one else will smell it. And then later on when it's stronger, everybody else will smell it. But I smelled it like way before everybody else because my nose is super sensitive. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm just really, really excited about this. I'm so excited about the dolls. And I was like, I'm really excited because I think I had a part in that because I was one of the ones that voted for Kpop Demon Hunters and recommended it. Yay! Yeah,
there you go.
So I'm very excited.
Ahead of the curve again. And then everybody else,
I'm buying those dang dolls. I'm telling you right now. I love dolls. I'm buying them. I mostly buy the dolls for our daughter for the Monster Highs. But this time I'm buying them for me. If she wants them, she can buy her own damn dolls.
You got the alien monster.
I did. I got it. I actually did do a review because a lot of people who bought it weren't members. You got it early if you're a member. If you didn't, you might not get it till next year. So I actually got it yesterday. She's really cool. I should probably do a little review of her, but I did get her yesterday.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, sorry, I'm very excited. I like talking. Okay. I love toys.
I do too.
Especially if they have brushable hair.
I don't care about the hair. I like guns and like.
They have swords, they have weapons, they have cool weapons. They're going to probably make Nerf weapons, which is even cooler.
There you go. All right, we're going to wrap it up.
Yes.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Woohoo, yay, bye.
For more pop culture news, views, and rants, go to news.clownfishtv.com. That's news.clownfishtv.com.